Don't look now, but for the first time since 2018, the Edmonton Elks have won 3 straight football games. And Enoch, if you take a look at the rest of the season, I mean, there is time for this Edmonton team to actually do a little bit of damage and get into the postseason. It was a big week for this team. They have a new owner in place. He was there in Hamilton, and they took care of business.
Better late than never, and this is a perfect time if you want to start to turn things around if you're the Edmonton Elks. And they came in here to Hamilton, and Thompson just had a good game. And he's been having good games since the beginning of the season. He's been having good games, but the difference tonight was they took advantage of each of the opportunities that came their way. 3 turnovers, we talked about it already, from the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and they took advantage of that. They scored pretty consistently. Everybody got involved. Gino Lewis got involved very well tonight. Hergy Malai, we saw that catch as well. He got involved. Curly Gibbs a little bit well. We're going to talk about the running game. Mr. Rankin came in here and also contributed very well. So the Edmonton Elks went through a rough start of the season. It was tough. It was hard. The Hamilton Tiger Cats, they didn't like this, obviously, tonight with what happens. But guess who is happy tonight? Larry Thompson and that Edmonton Elks organization. And they don't feel bad at all for what's happening in Hamilton.
Enoch, it's a good story happening in Edmonton. Really good week, like you mentioned, Kate. And I look at the opportunity. And for Justin Rankin, kid from Kent State, Oberlin, Ohio, just took full advantage of it. In fact, the last 3 weeks, he's been spectacular. He's just making it happen, running hard and finishing. Here you're going to see him on Casantonis. He just punks him with the stiff arm there. And it's pow! Wow. And it's like, say hello. Wow. And he finds the end zone for the 3rd time. I mean, 17 carries, 108 yards, and 3 scores, and he caught one for 4 yards, and just a huge opportunity for the kid. He seized it when Kevin Brown's been down for most of the season. Javon Leake's been spectacular, and he goes down in this football game, which is a big loss for the Elks, but they don't miss a beat because of Justin Rankin, and those numbers speaks volumes for the depth at running back, and this is huge because I don't care who you are. With your trade board, we know that's going to open up their running game even more when he comes back, and these running backs are feeling it right now for Edmonton. And that offensive line that was suspect in the early of the football season is looking pretty good right now because they got it going both through the air and on the ground.
I took many a stiff arm like that in my day from wide receivers and running backs. I don't appreciate you guys hooting and hollering while that.
Did you see what Tito
see little boy too?
Chill out. I would say this is it's official, like a referee and a whistle. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the Saskatchewan Roughriders, the BC Lions. Take notice. The Elks are officially a contender in the West. It is what it is. I've been saying it since June. I just didn't have any stats to back it up because they kept losing. But when I look at this roster, we all saw the potential. We all thought that with the young talent they have on defense, and now 2 good quarterbacks. They have a Grey Cup champion quarterback, McLeod Thompson, and they have a young kid in Trey Ford that might be the most dynamic playmaker in the CFL. So they've had the pieces all along. Now they're coming together. Yeah.
We've been talking about their offense a lot. Tonight, I thought their defense also showed up. Yeah. Nick Anderson, Niles Morgan, those 2 linebackers were all over the field tonight.
Yeah, they were absolutely everywhere. Now, here's the big thing. Next week, guess who they get? They get the Montreal Alouettes. So that is going to be a true test for this Elks team as we send it back to SportsCenter.